Good morning. This is Mayor Craig Ford for Mayor's Minute. We've been going over a lot in our staff meeting. We had a staff meeting this morning, and I want to kind of tell you next week we're going to video a staff meeting and let the public see what we're doing, just so you kind of know what we do every Monday morning at 8:30. The staff is comprised of multiple people, but I want to go over them in some of their departments. Me, the mayor, and Human Resources Department, Engineering Department, Finance Department, Revenue falls under myself. Brett Johnson, who many of you know, graduated Jacksonville State, former president of SGA. He lives here in Gadsden. His wife teaches at Weston Elementary. He's the chief of staff. He has under his control the mayor's office, personnel, city clerk's office, legal department, fire department, public information or public affairs, the Gadsden Airport, Federal Government Relations, Industrial Development Authority, and Bevel Manufacturing Center. And the only reason I read these out, I don't want to bore you, I want to break it up a little bit because there's a lot on here, but I kind of want you to know what we're doing before you witness a meeting. The next staff member is John Moore. He's Director of Commercial Development and Community Affairs. EMA, Greater Gadsden Tourism Board, he's my liaison. Gadsden City Schools, he's my liaison. DGI, my liaison. State and Local Government Relations, he's over Fleet Management, Twin Bridges Golf Course, Noccalula Falls Park and Campground, Parks and Rec, Events, Rentals, Sport Complex, and Community Centers. Miss Tina King, who's Director of City Services, she's my liaison with Gadsden State Community College, Police Department, Animal Control, Security Services, Public Works Department, Waste Management, Recycling, Street and right-of-way cleaning, street maintenance and tree cutting, future development of the Employee Child Care Center for the City of Gadsden employees, and the Civil Service Board. Only two more, hang on with me. Rod Scott, Director of Planning, Planning Department, Building, Code Enforcement, MIS, Information Technology, the Gadsden Land Bank, which will be coming online September the 1st, Facility Maintenance, Air Depot Properties. And then Miss Ruth Moffitt, Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Municipal Court, Gadsden Public Library, Museum of Art and History, Federal Program, CDBG, Urban Transportation and Transit, Cemetery Administration, EMA for disaster, which we would set up an EOC response, which I won't get into that. That could take a whole mayor's minute. And our nonprofit agencies, which involve Cultural Arts, Snell Grove, Etowah Free Community Clinic, Etowah Baptist Mission Center, and Etowah Community Food Bank. So that's that. And then, believe it or not, then we all have boards and committee assignments. So when we took office, I decided to break all this down in kind of military form and break it down into departments and then divide the departments up amongst the people's expertise and what they want to be included in. We have fired and adjusted. Fire and adjust is what we say, but we have changed a few as we've gone on in our 7 months or 8 months in office. And now I think it's pretty concrete of where we need to be. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have directors under these people. We do. For example, Howell Matthews is Director of Public Works, and Tina is the liaison between him and myself. Now, I am over everything, of course, but if Public Works vehicle breaks down, and we had a fire in one of our claw trucks last week, they don't need to be calling me for everything that's wrong because we're trying to fry bigger fish up here. They would call Tina. Tina would give them a directive, and then Tina would let me know how things are being going with Public Works through an email or what happened that day, or what's going on if it's a small thing within Public Works. So I kind of want you to know as a city how we're running this city because it's your city and you elected me to be your mayor, and I wanted you to know we're organized and we're breaking things down. Sometimes I realize when you break them down in smaller details, more things get done. I told them this morning, I'm not a meeting type of person. I get tired of meetings, but it seems like I've been in meetings from 7 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. at night. I want to get more out into the field to where I'm seeing the voters, where I can communicate with you to determine the needs of what you need in your city. We have gotten a lot of great information. Yesterday, I had a resident contact me through email and said, hey, there's a hole at the boardwalk at Marina Park, and a child could fall through this hole and go into the water. Well, I didn't know that, and I'm glad she did. So we sent our building department, TR. He went out there that night, filled it in with rock, This morning, they already filled it in, concreted it, done. It's over. So we appreciate you bringing things to our attention. I've had in the past some people say, I'm having a hard time getting in touch with you. I don't know how that's the case because I think I'm on the phone 99% of the time, but I'm asking you to please call the mayor's office. If you have not gotten the response that you need a response, not the answer you wanted, because you're not always going to get the answer you want, we're going to tell you the truth and be transparent about what's going on, not tell you something that you want to hear, then call again and we will get back in touch with you. While this is being shown, they will post the mayor's office number and my email, personal city email, at the bottom of the page that you can send emails and you can call us. But y'all, good things are happening. A lot of things when we came into office, we started a lot of projects. I felt like we were drudging through some mud, but now a lot of these projects are coming to fruition. 2 projects I'm very proud of. And then we'll end this mayor's minute because I don't want to take too much of your time. Gadsden State Sports Complex. We spend $10,000 a month on a water bill to water those fields. We have applied for a FERC permit. When I came on, we decided to apply for a FERC, it's an Alabama Power permit, to draw the water out of the Coosa to water the fields. That's not an easy process. So Heath with engineering has gotten the permit back. We're going back and forth with Alabama Power. So that'll save the city $10,000 a month during the summer months, $5,000 a month during the winter months. A lot of people go, well, it's Gadsden Waterworks Board. We don't own Gadsden Waterworks Board. They're a separate entity than the city of Gadsden. The council appoints the water board appointees. The mayor doesn't appoint anyone to the Waterworks Board. They have their own budget. They're their own separate entity. The other project I wanted to see come to fruition was we offer no fueling on the Coosa River for our boaters and our people that are here for tourism. So over at the boat launch, we're going to have a fuel tank that allow you to fill up your boats, and we're doing it so you can fill it up by land and by water. And it'll be a credit card thing that you take in to pay your gas. So therefore, we don't have to hire another employee to man it, but you will be able to do it on your own 24/7, and it'll generate revenue for the city, but it'll also provide a benefit to our tourists and to our bass fishermen. And the only other place I know of is down in Southside, or you got to pull your boat out of water and go to a gas station. So actually, this will help us recruit more fishing tournaments. So that's just a little bit icing on the cake, just maybe a corner of a slither on the cake of all the stuff we got going on. I told the staff today we need to wrap up and close some deals that we started. They obviously agreed because we got everything going in a lot of different directions. We want to channel our energy into a tunnel, and we want to close some deals on some things that are happening. We got some good things happening in industrial development. We got some great things happening in commercial development. So I'm excited, and we're so glad to be able to serve as your mayor and this staff. And once again, if you have a problem, please email us or call us, okay? This is Craig Ford, Mayor of Gadsden. Thank you.